Pisces, how you doing? The moral of the story is I want for my brother what I want for myself. I want for my sister what I want for myself. Okay? I want all my people around me. Everybody living good, eating good, everybody chilling. Alright, Pisces. You want everybody to be cool. You want everybody living good. I hear that. I do too. I want for my sister and my brother what I want for myself. I want everybody living good, eating good, feeling good, healthy. Yes. Everybody eating good. Everybody chilling. I want for my brother what I want for myself. Hold on, he said just like patience, sharing is a virtue. I don't know. We gotta be patient with each other, share with each other. Yeah. Child, that was a bar. Let me bring that back. One more time, Pisces. Just like patience, sharing is a virtue. I want all my people around me. Everybody living good. Everybody eating good. Everybody chilling. That's a deep song. Let me go on and pause this. I want for my brother what I want for myself. That's called All My People. It's by Kendrick, the Family Soul. They are a married couple. They've been married for a long time. Baby, ooh, look at this. You got double soulmate right here. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers, two major arcanas, double soulmates. Ooh, child. Yeah, but it's some third-party situation going on down here. Ooh, but we'll get to it. Pisces. But yeah, what I was saying was the song is called All My People. It's by a married couple. They call themselves Kendrick, the Family Soul. They've been married for quite some time. They have 6 children. I think they have 2 grandchildren now. Yeah. But it's clear that they are soulmates. You know, they've been together for so long. You know, they've raised 6 children. Now they've got 2 grandchildren, maintaining a career still after 20 some odd years. Yeah. So I don't know, Pisces. I'm kind of getting that you've been with your significant other for quite some time. You have children. You probably have grandchildren now. You might be headed for retirement. Or your business is, thriving and doing well. But it's like a big, happy family. Big, happy, loving family. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, I just get the sense you've been with your partner for quite some time. You have a big, loving family. Hopefully there's no third-party shit going on, but I feel like it's some third-party shit going on. Alright, but let me first of all say, Pisces, that I cuss. I cuss like a sailor. So if cursing is something that you would prefer not to entertain, if cursing is something that offends you, I'm going to ask that you return to Tarot Universe to find a tarot reader that is more suited to your liking, because I'm still going to fucking do it. I'm passionate about my shit, and it's going to come out in a vulgar way at some point in time. So again, if cursing offends you, please return to Tarot Universe. I'm gonna try to keep the introduction short and sweet. If you watch my videos before, you know what it is. But I do want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not, please subscribe. Please comment. Please like. Please share. I will so appreciate it. It will help to get the algorithm out to other people. Let me also say that I get messages through music. I get messages through movies. So please tap in. If I ever throw out a movie or a song, it's not for nothing. It's definitely for something. Spirit is trying to convey something to you through that song, through that movie. So yes, please go on and tap in, and please go on and like, share, comment, subscribe. Baby, let's get the algorithm out for this channel. I would so appreciate it. Alright, let's start with some shit that flew out while I was shuffling. You had the Hermit card, and you had the Nine of Swords. Oh man. So swords are the mental signs, the intellectual signs. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra is all about your mental health, your mental well-being, how you're thinking, how you're communicating, your morals, your values, your common sense, your intellect. Yeah, and with the Nine of Swords, there's a lot of anxiety going on. I don't know if there's someone going through a lot of anxiety over you, Pisces. Like I said, it could be an air sign, or if you're going through a lot of anxiety over someone else, possibly an air sign. But the Nine of Swords speaks a lot about anxiety and overthinking, being overwhelmed by your worries, you know, shit keeping you up at night, eating away at your conscience, you know, insomnia. It's like mental torture, you know, having nightmares and fears. It's like your fears feel like a prison. You know, feeling guilty, feeling regretful, you know, dwelling on the past. You know, I always say the past is the past. What's that saying from the monkey and Lion King? He said, yeah, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or learn from it. Hopefully you are learning from it, Pisces, you know, and not repeating, you know, the past and mistakes and shit like that. You know, you want to learn from the past, learn from your mistakes. It speaks a lot about needing self-care, needing self-care to confront your inner demons, seek help, you know, life coaches, therapists, counselors, you know, people of the cloth. I'm not sure what your religion is or what your spiritual rituals are, but people of the cloth can give counsel as well. It also speaks about, you know, the danger being in your head, you know, something you've probably made up in your head. It's not as serious as you think it is. And then we got the Hermit card here. The Hermit card is all about isolation. You know, isolating yourself, to meditate, to do some soul searching, some re-evaluating. I believe Mercury is retrograde right now. We should all be doing some re-evaluating and some soul searching right now. Yeah. So the Hermit card speaks a lot about having too much or not enough personal reflection. Either you're having too much or not enough personal reflection. It speaks a lot about meditation, reflection, rediscovering your greater purpose, soul searching, and rebuilding on a spiritual level. Yeah. You know, even though sometimes we need to go into isolation, it is, saying stay connected to your family and friends. Let somebody know that you're okay, that you just need a little time to yourself. Yeah, to do some soul searching. hmm yeah, I always say the Hermit card looks like, why are you bothering me? I don't want to be bothered. I feel like you don't want to be bothered right now, Pisces. It's like you're in this meditative aura, where you're meditating and you're soul searching and you're reflecting and you're rediscovering. It's like you're connecting to the spiritual. Yeah, which is a beautiful thing. Very beautiful thing, especially when you're going through a Nine of Swords type of situation, where you're overthinking and you're overwhelmed, and your thoughts are just torturing you, giving you nightmares, keeping you up at night. Yes, yes, indeed. It's definitely time for some isolation, Pisces. And it doesn't hurt either to reach out, like I said, to someone of the cloth that can give you counsel, or to a life coach, a therapist, someone that can give you tools on how to manage your emotions and your feelings. Yeah. Yeah, definitely it's time to give yourself a little care and confront whatever is bothering you. Yeah. Confront whatever is bothering you. It may not be as concerning as you think it is. Yeah. So let's go on and get into this shit. Yeah, let's see what it's about. First, we are starting out with double soulmate, major arcanas. I'm kind of excited about this, and I'm kind of not. Because we got the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is all about karma and soulmates and good luck, destiny, turning points, things turning around. Soulmates, look, in the middle of the Ferris wheel, you got the sun and the moon. The moon is her and the sun is him. Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like you've been with your soulmate for a long time. Or you've been with your partner for a long time, married for a long time. Take it as it resonates. But we have soulmates here. And it speaks about turning points. The wheels always turning. Baby. One thing about them tables, they always gonna turn, baby. There's some type of karma going on here. Yeah. The tables are turning. Karma is turning things around. Yeah. In your favor. Good luck. Yeah, it's a state of change. Life is getting better, back to normal. I don't know. There could have been a situation going on, a third party situation going on with your significant other, where there, was cheating, lies, and shit going on. Yeah, but with this Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like things are getting back to normal. It says, cherish the bliss, make the most of it. In a flash, it could be gone. You never know what the fuck's gonna happen in this life. Yeah. So cherish the good times while you can. Yeah. It says you get what you give. You get what you give. What you send out will return. Well, if you put out dirt, you're going to get dirt back. You put out good, you're going to get good back. Yes. Have faith. Keep your heart open. Have faith. Even if it's as tiny as a mustard seed, have faith. Some of y'all could be praying for your soulmate. Yeah. And with this Wheel of Fortune here, he or she is coming, baby. Keep your heart open. Follow your intuition. Yep, and sudden opportunities. Yeah. But then you got the Lover's card backing this up. Soulmates. Again, you got soulmates here. Sexual bonds, physical attraction. It's like an unbreakable bond. Your soulmate is like an unbreakable bond. Physical attraction, sexual attraction. But look at baby girl in the background. She's so jealous. My eyes are green 'cause I eat a lot of vegetables. It don't have have nothing to do with your new friend. Ooh, some of y'all lovers could have new friends. Some of y'all significant others could have new friends, or you could have a new friend, Pisces. Yeah, but somebody is definitely jealous. Like, why are they together? Why did they choose them over me? I'm so jealous, I just can't help it. I'm not the type that likes to share because I'm selfish. That's a little Faith Evans, jealous. Yeah, somebody's definitely jealous here. Somebody has green eyes, like Erykah Badu says. You know, green eyes, jealousy. Jealousy over a relationship. Damn. I feel like I need to go deeper with the Wheel of Fortune when it comes to love. But with the lovers, it speaks a lot about staying true to yourself. Staying true to yourself and being yourself. Not changing yourself so that somebody will want you. So that somebody will want to be friends with you or take you back. You are who you are. You know, whether that's good or bad, something you need to work on or they need to work on. You know, the Lover's card speaks a lot about staying true to yourself and being yourself. Not trying to be who other people want you to be, but being yourself. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like there's a lover here that wants you to be something other than what you are. And they may have picked somebody else over you. But you know what? Pisces, I'm going to say, don't you ever be no pick-me bitch. No. Let me go deeper with this Wheel of Fortune. Something's going on here. Let me see what it is. Hell no, Pisces. Hell no. You ain't no fucking pick-me type of girl. Hell no. I don't know. I feel like you could have probably just went through a spell with your lover and they chose you over somebody else, or chose somebody else over you. Take it as it resonates. Or you could have gotten back together or some type of shit. Yeah. Let's go deeper with this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, good luck, karma, destiny, turning point. Yeah. Cycles of life, decisive moments, upheaval, and chance. Let's see. In love and relationships, if you are in a relationship with someone or simply want to propose to someone anytime soon, the Wheel of Fortune card in the upright position is a sign that things will go in your favor and you can, without a doubt, take the next step in your relationship. Okay? I feel like y'all been through a lot. And maybe now you want to take the next step. I don't know. This don't seem too promising to me though, Pisces. Also, if you are not content in a relationship or simply wish to move on, the Wheel of Fortune card is a sign that you might want to give it a last try. So you might want to leave, you might want to move on, but you want to give it a last try. The card surely doesn't stop you from ending a relationship if you wish to do so. As it is part of the change, but only signals that good things will happen in your love life with or without your... Oh, listen to this shit. This card only signals that good things will happen in your life with or without your current partner, baby. Yeah, so I feel like you've been together with this person for a long time. You want to move on. But then again, you want to give it a last try. There's some third party shit going on. There's been some cheating. It's been a long history here. Yeah. But good things will happen in your life with or without your partner. Whether you decide to stay or you decide to leave, Pisces. If you are single, the Wheel of Fortune card in the upright position is a signal that the universe is working to bring you the love you deserve. Okay. Bring you the love you deserve. However, being an introvert will not help it. Being an introvert will not help it. It said, the Wheel of Fortune says, keep your heart open. Yeah, but when we started out, you were in hermit mode, in isolation, doing that soul searching, that meditating. Yeah. Some of us are really shy about love and may not approach others, but that doesn't mean no one wants to approach us either. You have good fortune coming in love, Pisces. So now is the time to put yourself out, at least on display. This will be a new experience and change that the card represents. As the Wheel of Fortune is also a card of destiny, it also signifies soulmates. Hence, if you are single, you may be meeting yours soon. Yeah, I feel like some of y'all moving on. Some of y'all moving on from your relationships. Some of y'all getting into new relationships. Yeah. Some of y'all giving things a try again. Yeah. Look, you got the King of Wands here. Ugh. So we got some fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sag. So kings are like fathers to me. This could be your father, this could be your husband, your significant other. It is in a fire sign, highly toxic to a Pisces such as yourself. I always say I would never recommend a water sign to a fire sign or a fire sign to a water sign, baby. It's difficult. It's toxic. If you're not mature enough to compromise and work together to make it work. But if you are, you could be with any sign. So, the King of Wands is all about leading. Well, any king is all about being, a leader, a provider, a protector. You got an emperor in the middle. This is Aries energy. You got some men out here. Pisces, some fire sign men, possibly. Like I said, Aries, Leo, Sag. But he's a visionary. So this is all about your visions, Pisces. Being a leader and seeing your visions through, having maturity to seeing your visions through, and letting your supporters help you. You have support here. You have people cheering you on. You have people here that want to be a part of whatever the fuck you got going on. So it talks a lot about, taking your visions and listening to others and letting others, be, letting others, bring your visions and ideas to life. Yeah. I always talk about this lady on Instagram. She did this video, talking about, knowing when to lead and when to follow. When you're a leader, you have to know when to take the lead, and sometimes you have to know when to follow your team. Let your team take the lead. Yeah. So I'm gonna say, know when to lead, Pisces, and when to follow, when to let your team take the lead. I feel like you have a team of supporters that want to support you. I always get the movie Lion King with the King of Wands. So again, I'm getting jealous family members. There's a lot of jealousy going on here. Jealous family members. So we all know in the movie Lion King, one of my favorite movies, Mufasa was the king, and he had a brother Scar that was jealous of him because he wanted to be the king. So he arranged for Mufasa to be killed by the hyenas, and they succeeded, in killing Mufasa. He also tried to kill Mufasa's son, Simba, who would become the king, in the event of Mufasa's death, but they weren't successful in killing Simba, and Simba lived. Ooh, this is a nasty energy here, baby. I feel like it's a jealous brother, a jealous sister, or somebody's jealous, and they're so jealous that they will do harm. Yeah, they will do harm to you and your children. Pisces, I'm gonna say, please, please, pray over your children, pray over yourself. Yeah, pray over your children, pray over yourself. There's a nasty energy here. There's a nasty energy here. It could be a family member, an ex-lover, a friend, an ex-friend. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but let me say, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. As long as your karma points are good, baby, yeah, that karma will turn around back on the sender. That bad karma that they try to do to you will return to sender. Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune here. Karma, soulmates, good luck, destiny, turning point. I told you, the fucking tables are always turning. Yeah, I feel like karma is turning on somebody. Yes. Yes, indeed. Ooh, I'm going to get away from this energy. I rebuke this energy. Like I said, Pisces, pray over yourself. Pray over your children. Yes, yes, indeed. In the middle, you got another emperor here. Somebody is really hating. Yeah, I'm just getting the movie Lion King with these two fire sign men out here. Yeah. So the emperor is an older man, particularly an Aries energy here. I don't know. This could be your father. Maybe you're married to an older man, Pisces. Maybe a grandfather. Take it as it resonates. It is male energy. Like I said, particularly the sign of Aries. These fire signs are all about manifestation. Waving your magical wand and turning your dreams, your goals, and your desires into what you want them to be. It's all about support. Having a support system, that you can give your visions and ideas to, and have them, bring your visions and ideas to fruition. Yeah, heavy leaders out here. I feel like you're a leader, Pisces. You have these men in your life that are leaders, that are powerful, but they are toxic. Like I said, they are toxic. I don't know if this is a father here, a husband, significant other. Yeah, take it as it resonates. But the emperor speaks a lot about, being protected from any threat. Baby, I just said you are protected from any threat. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, baby. And now you got the emperor here telling you are protected from any threat. That man above is protecting you, Pisces, from any threat that people pose upon you. Yeah, but you could be older, Pisces. This could be a man in your life that's older, that has wisdom, that has experience, that has authority, demands to be heard. Yeah. Or Pisces, I feel like you demand to be heard. Yeah. It speaks about being the breadwinner, being the rock, the man to respect. This is all about status and power. There's some serious status and power here. It's like conflict doesn't scare you. It speaks a lot about gaining wisdom, taking the wisdom that you've gained and passing it on to another. Sharing what you learn, sharing your knowledge, sharing your wisdom and experiences. This could be some type of men in your life, sharing their knowledge and experiences with you, Pisces. Backing this up is the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this man is toxic. whoever this man, older man is, I feel like he's stalking you, spying on you with this hangman here, watching you. Yeah, look how he's just hanging there. Watching, looking, spying, stalking. Ooh, child. I don't know. I'm hearing restraining order. You need a restraining order or some shit for this man. Yeah. But the hangman speaks a lot about having a new perspective, having a new way of looking at things. And right here with the hangman in reverse, Pisces, you may be in a situation where you're avoiding, looking at things, differently. Yeah. It's like you're doing everything under the sun to avoid this situation, this man, this way of thinking. Yes, it says indecision, stalling, resistance, avoidance of sacrifice, resistance, disinterested. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're doing everything and anything to avoid the situation at hand. I don't know, it could be with a man, like I said, your father, your grandfather, a lover. Take it as it resonates. You're doing anything and everything to resist and avoid the situation going on here. I don't know. I'm getting like a stalking lover. You keep trying to avoid, baby. But sometimes you gotta go on and get that restraining order, that order of protection or some shit. Yeah. There's a situation here that needs your attention. Let's see. Let's go a little deeper with the hangman, because once again, I don't know. I'm getting lover. I'm getting lover, father, a loved one. Oh man, let's go deeper. The hangman reverse. Let's see. The time to take action is now. The time to take action is now. The reverse hangman tarot love meaning suggests that the wait is over. Your romantic life may have slowed down recently, forcing you to reflect on various perspectives on romance and love. You should have returned knowing exactly what you want from relationships. Perhaps now is the time to let go of long-held, ingrained beliefs. Yeah. Because of this new perspective, you are now more willing to act or make changes in your romantic life. The card can also be interpreted as a warning against making meaningless sacrifices in the name of love. Check that your needs and those of your partner are balanced. If you are single, the hangman in reverse may represent your proclivity to repeat bad relationship patterns. I just talked about repeating patterns. Without ever learning from them. I said in the beginning, we should be learning from the past. Not running from it, learning from it, not repeating mistakes, but learning, from our mistakes. Not only in love, but in life, period. Yeah. Slow down. It's possible that you're rushing. It's possible that you're rushing into unhealthy relationships and never accepting responsibility for your role in these choices. Slow down and consider why this pattern persists, as well as what you need to decide internally to change it. If you see the hangman in your relationship, it may indicate that it isn't working, but that you or your spouse are holding on for fear of being alone or having to start over. Damn, look, and here you are, Pisces. You're leaving. You're leaving. You're leaving. Look, I feel like, Pisces, you don't got your shit in the middle of the night and you're leaving. This is you, 8 of Cups. Cups is water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's all about your emotions and feelings. And you're done. You're done. You're tired of trying to make it work. You're tired of trying to make it last. When they out here doing whatever the fuck they want to do. Yeah. You are on your midnight train to Georgia, baby. Leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Yeah. Yep, you're done. And you're out. That's it, and that's all, baby. That's all, folks. That's all. Yes. Let's end it over here. Yes, Pisces, you got a new perspective, baby, and got your shit and left. Yes. You reevaluated. You did that soul searching. You surrendered. You let go. You let go. New things are emerging. New things are emerging for you, Pisces. Look, you got the Wheel of Fortune out here. New things are emerging. When you let go, new things emerge. Give it time and give it space. Yes. Because, baby, look, here you are again. Content. Yes, the Nine of Cups is all about contentment. Having your wishes come true. Having your prayers answered, baby. Yes, look at your cups up on the shelf. You just chilling, smoking a cigar, having a glass of wine, chilling, content. Yes. How beautiful. How beautiful when you let go of all this agony. All this agony, the cheating, the lying, the controlling. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, now your wishes are being fulfilled. Your dreams are coming true. You're happy. You're cheerful. You're joyful. You're fulfilled. You're positive. You're content. You're successful. You're abundant. You're prosperous. Yes. Accomplishments rewarded, baby. But I don't know, baby. We got an unhappy person here backing this up. Wands again. Yeah. They're fucking jealous. They're fucking jealous and unhappy and having a whole fucking temper tantrum. Because you've moved on and you're fucking happy now. Well, baby, let them go on and have a fucking temper tantrum. Because they should, if they wanted you, they should have treated you well when they had you, okay? You know the saying, you should have treated me good when you had me. You didn't want me when you had me, and now that I'm gone, you fucking having a temper tantrum, crying, throwing a fit. Yeah, page cards are children. Immaturity. This person is immature. Immature. Yeah, I even feel like they try to do harmful, dangerous things. You know, because of their jealousy, because of their anger, their tantrums, their fits. Ooh, Pisces. Child. Yeah, you gotta stay away from this energy. I don't know. You got a lot of wands out here. It's definitely it could be a fire sign. Like I said, Aries, Leo, Sag. We started out with the 9 of Swords. That's air energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Also very toxic to a water sign such as yourself. I don't know, Pisces. I'm just getting a whole lot of jealous people here. Yeah. What's that song? Rumors are started by the jealous people. Yeah, rumors get started by the jealous people. I feel like people talking shit about you, just dragging your name through the mud, Pisces. Yeah, started rumors, dragging your name through the mud, gossiping, rumors. You know, anything they could do to destroy you, they're trying it. But honey, what I say? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You are protected from any threat. Yeah. Yeah. So let them talk. Let them talk, baby. Let them say whatever the fuck they want to say about you. It's not going to stop your check. It's not going to pay your bill. So why worry about it? Why the fuck worry about it? Mm-hmm. But you know what, Pisces, with I feel like it makes you feel sad. Yeah. I feel like it definitely makes you feel sad. You know, when people are jealous of you, talk shit about you, spread rumors about you, it really gets you into a space where you start doubting yourself. You know, especially with this page of wands, you know, doubting yourself. You start doubting yourself. You start believing those self-limiting beliefs. It's time to redirect your energy. Redirect your energy. Redirect your energy. Take action. And take action. Pursue your ideas. Learn. Whenever I see page cards, I always say you're learning. You're learning. You could be going back to school. I also talk about your inner child, you know, honoring your inner child, doing something fun to honor your inner child. I also talk about childhood healing. You know, maybe there's some tragedy or traumas that you need to heal from your childhood, you know, that you could benefit from working with, again, someone of the cloth, a mentor, a life coach, you know, to heal, you know, things from your childhood. If not, you could just simply be remembering your childhood and the good things from your childhood. Either way, you want to be honoring your inner child and healing your inner child. Yes, yes indeed. Hold on, let me wrap my charger. Yeah, Pisces, somebody is having a whole fit over this contentment and this happiness that you are now. And yeah, I don't know if you're a parent. This could be your child as well. Maybe you have a spoiled child, an unhappy child. That has tantrums. Yeah, it says spoiled, loudmouth, tantrums, gullible, lazy, problem child, lack of confidence, unreliable, boring, easily distracted. Ooh, child, this, yeah, somebody is having a whole fucking fit over this happiness and contentment that you're in. This could also be your child. Let me see. It could be a possibility that the person is not suitable for a long-term relationship. Yeah, you could be dealing with somebody that's not suitable for a long-term relationship, that's immature. You may have already noticed that this person loves adventure, and staying still for them is not easy. They might have mentioned once or twice about how they are still unsure about things. Yeah, this person is immature. This is somebody that's immature, not ready to commit. They want to experience life to the fullest and find out by themselves what the world has to offer before settling down. This could also be your child too, you know. And you know, sometimes we gotta let our kids learn the hard way. Oh yeah, look at here. A liar, a cheater, a thief. A liar, a cheater, a thief, a sneaky ass motherfucker. Look at him sneaking out in the middle of the night. This is a thief. Thief in the night, baby. Like I said, swords again. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You are dealing with some very risky people, Pisces. People that are jealous of you, that lie to you, that cheat on you, that steal from you, keep secrets from you. You don't even know the real people these they are not who they say they are. They are not who you think they are, Pisces. Not at all. Mm-hmm. Yes. Ooh. You gotta release this energy. Release it. What we got at the bottom? I got a few minutes. And we got a Knight of Pentacles backing this up. Okay, this is the type of man I'm talking about, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus. Virgo is your opposite, so you might want to be careful with Virgo. But yeah, this is a hard-working man. He got some coins. So I always say knights are like the knight in shining armor coming in on their horse to save the day. They want to be the hero. Yeah, I feel like there's a knight coming in on his horse, Pisces, to save the day. He wants to be the hero. He got some coins. He want to take care of you, baby. Like I said, he could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, but be careful with them Virgos because they are your opposite. They can be tricky. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles is all about having routines. Yeah, having a routine, sticking to the plan. Yeah, taking things slow and steady. I feel like you have to take things slow and steady. Stop rushing into these criminals. Stop rushing into relationships with these criminals and people that don't fulfill you and don't satisfy you. Yeah, take things slow and steady. I feel like there's a knight here that takes things slow and steady. Yeah. Yeah, baby. I feel like, yeah, there is definitely a soulmate coming in. After you've dealt with all the jokers and criminals, yeah, you got a soulmate coming in. You just want to take things slow and steady. Yeah, slow and steady. Have a routine. You know, keep at it, and you will see success. Not only in love, but with your finances. I feel like there's something going on here with finances too. Yeah, I already said this is a liar, a cheater, a thief. Yeah. Definitely a liar, a cheater, and a thief here. Let's see what it is. Right now, you should exercise caution when it comes to your finances, since there might be some form of deceit, swindling, or theft of your money. This can happen to you, but you might also be bringing it on yourself. If you engage in any business dealings, if you engage in any unscrupulous business dealings or try to get rich quickly, avoid anything that seems shady or too wonderful to be true. The Seven of Swords may serve as a warning in a financial tarot spread. So keep an eye out for theft, robberies, and fraud. It can also be advising you not to make any dangerous bets with your money, investments, or shady dealings right now. You might get away with it, but there is a cost to your conscience, and you might feel that it is not worth it. As per the predictions of the Seven of Swords, you need to pay close attention to your financial affairs. How secure you feel about your possessions and valuables depends entirely on your previous security habits or safety practices. It's possible for theft and fraud to happen. You might not anticipate it to come from the outside. Thus, this card cautions you to avoid schemes or dubious bargains that promise to make you rich rapidly. Be careful with them get rich quick schemes. Yeah. I don't know why I'm getting the movie Get Rich or Die Trying. That's a 50 Cent movie. Yeah, I'm getting that movie. Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah. We started out in the beginning, Pisces, with the Hermit card and the Nine of Swords. You know, it's time for some isolation. I feel like you've been dealing with a lot of jokers and criminals here. Yeah, and it's time for some isolation. Yeah. so that you can do some soul searching, some reevaluating, you know, to get yourself back on track in love and with your finances. Yeah. And I feel like there's someone here that wants to help. Like I said, you have supporters, you have people that want to help you see your shit through. Yeah. You just got to get rid of the jokers and the criminals, baby. You can't be so trusting of everyone. I know you wanna fit in, and you wanna be a part of the you wanna feel like you're a part of something. You wanna be a part of the crowd, or who you feel is popular. Yeah, but they're jokers and they're criminals. Yeah. They only want to use you. Yeah. Alright, Pisces, I'm gonna leave it here. Let's do some oracles real quick. We got meditation, routine, breath, quiet, and peace. I just said, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles, you gotta have a routine. You gotta be consistent. You gotta stick with it, and you will see the results. You know, whether it's with your health, with your love, with your finances, do some meditation. It could be yoga. It could be taking meditation classes. It could be praying, chanting, which is Buddhism. It could be simply going to the gym, exercising, to work out that bad energy. Yeah. Then we got expansion, ritual, dance, feast, fire. I always get the movie Paid in Full with that. Yeah. Unfortunately, Paid in Full was about a group of friends, you know, in Harlem. They were drug dealers. And the one friend, Rico, he felt like he wasn't being treated how Mitch was being treated by Ace. Because Ace, you know, put Mitch in on a deal. Well, gave him some drugs to get the ransom money to get, you know, his brother back. And Rico found out, and he felt like he was left out, and he killed Mitch. Like I said, it's some dangerous energy out here, you know, in a circle of friends, with a lover, a family member. I don't know what the fuck it is, baby. But yeah, it's time for you, Pisces, to go into some isolation, baby. Get away from everybody. Get the fuck away from everybody. Yeah. Yeah. I'm serious. So serious about that shit. And then we got create. It's time to manifest. It's time to create. I say, you got a lot of wands out here. That's about waving your magical wand and turning your dreams, your goals, and your desires into what you want them to be. Hold on. Yes, Pisces, it is time to create. It's time to manifest and leave the bullshit alone. Get away from the bullshit. Yes. Yeah. It's time for you to work on you. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. Yeah. And work on you, baby. Alright, I'm going to leave it here, Pisces. This is what it is. This is what it is in Cancer season. Alright? I love y'all dearly, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.